Hi, everybody. Welcome to Storytime A Go-Go. My name is Debbie Leibowitz, and I wrote a new story for my program for this week at the Abbott Public Library in Marblehead, Massachusetts. I've been reading my Storytime A Go-Go stories from my home for the little past few months, and I'm excited to share my new one with you today. It's called What Lives Under the Sea? Let's see. Have you thought about what lives under the sea? I bet you know lots of different animals that live under the sea. We're going to investigate and learn and have some fun with you helping me tell the story of what lives under the sea. Let's see. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. That's kind of funny. I hope you can learn it so we can do it together. For what, we can go like this. What lives under? Can you point down for under? And for sea, can you make the waves like this with your hand? We could do what lives under. We're pointing to under the sea, and we're making the waves, the sea. What lives under the sea? And we could do it again. Ready? What? We're asking a question. Sometimes we can do this to show we're asking a question. What lives, point to under the sea, the sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. That's a different kind of sea. We want to see about it. We want to learn about it. I have real glasses on, and I see some of you do too. But for those of you who don't have real glasses, you can pretend you do by making circles with your finger and thumb and putting them over your eyes. And then you have glasses. We have two different kinds of seas today. We have the sea, that's the ocean, and we have the sea, meaning glasses. And this is a funny picture right here. It's showing a person pointing under, like we just did, down for under. And here are the waves of the sea, and we're going like this. And then to show somebody wanting to see and learn about something, that kind of sea, we have a funny face with glasses. Let's try that one more time together. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. Wow, are you fast learners? Oysters, sometimes with pearls in their shells, they live under the sea. Oysters live under the sea. The sea. Oysters live under the sea. You see? So we can do this. Oysters live under the sea. The sea. Oysters live under the sea. You see? That's tricky, but you did a great job. Here's a fun oyster fact. When people find a pearl in an oyster shell, because sometimes there are little pearls, even big pearls in an oyster shell, they take them and they make them into jewelry. Maybe they put them around their neck for a necklace, or maybe they make a ring out of them. And here's a pearl right here. See if you can see it up close, right above my finger. There's a little round pearl in an oyster. Let's pretend we're opening up an oyster shell. Let's open it like this. Ready? Put your hands together like you're a shell and open it. Look, there's a pearl inside. Let's be so happy and surprised. Ready? Open it. A pearl inside. Take the pearl out. And what do you want to do with it? Do you want to make it into a necklace, beautiful? Do you want to put it on your finger for a beautiful ring? Or do you just want to keep it? Clams live under the sea, the sea. Clams live under the sea. You see? And here are a bunch of clams, and there's some of the shells are open so you can see what they look like. So ready? Clams live under the sea, the sea. Clams live under the sea. You see? Now you know. Here's a fun clam fact. Clams live a very, very, very long time. Yes, they do. Let's pretend we're clams and we're living a long time. So we're living a long time in the water, moving around. Actually, let's make our hands like a clam shell, just moving around. And there's a fish right here. We can move around past the fish, or we can go over the fish for a very long time. An octopus lives under the sea, An octopus lives under the sea. You see? And do you know how many arms on an octopus? 8 arms on an octopus. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An octopus lives under the sea, An octopus lives under the sea. You see? Here's a fun octopus fact. An octopus does not have bones inside its body, so it is very flimsy. It's squishy and flimsy. We're not squishy and flimsy all around because we are built with bones inside our bodies. But an octopus has no bones, so they can kind of squish around and be flimsy and squishy. What do you think about that? Starfish live under the sea, Starfish live under the sea. Are you ready? Here we go. Starfish live under the sea, Starfish live under the sea. You see? Here's a fun starfish fact. A starfish has a perfectly balanced body all around it, just like a star. So all the parts, all the way around the starfish are perfectly balanced. This part, and this part across, all the way down. Perfectly balanced starfish body. Crabs live under the sea, Crabs live under the sea. You see? Have you ever seen crabs before? Right, crabs kind of walk sideways, right, on their legs, this way. Oh, maybe I want to go this way now. Go this way. Can you do that? You can get on the floor and kind of put your hands behind you and walk like a crab just on your hands and your legs. It's kind of tricky. Whoa, let me see. You're doing a good job doing the crab walk. On your kind of laying on your back a little with your arms, your hands down on the ground and your feet on the ground. Kind of walk. That's a great job. Terrific. Crabs live under the sea, Crabs live under the sea. You see? Here's a fun crab fact. Crabs have 10 legs. 10. And I don't even think we can find them all in this picture. We could try. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the others must be on the other side of the crab that we can't see right now, but I never knew crabs have 10 legs. Did you know? Let's put up 10 fingers. That would be all our fingers. Let's wiggle them and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 legs on a crab. Not like our only 2 legs. Let's clap till 10. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That certainly is a lot of legs. Remember this picture? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. So we're pointing down again. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. Let's do that again. Ready? We'll do what like this. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. Oh, look, you remembered to put your glasses on. Whales live under the sea. The sea. Whales live under the sea. You see? You ready? Here we go. Whales live under the sea. The sea. Whales live under the sea. You see? Here's a fun whale fact. Some whales swim really, really far away every year for some time, and then they swim back. Did you know that whales do that? They swim far, far away sometime during the year, and then they swim all the way back. How would you swim if you were a whale? Swimming far, far away. Nope, keep going. They're swimming far away. Go all the way wherever you are outside. Go far away. If you're in the room, go far away, all the way around the room, like you're a whale swimming. And then come back. Swim all the way back, whales. Come all the way back from wherever you are. And they do that once a year. Dolphins live under the sea. The sea. Dolphins live under the sea. You see? Ready? Dolphins live under the sea. The sea. Dolphins live under the sea. You see? Let's do it again. Dolphins live under the sea. The sea. Dolphins live under the sea. You see? Here's a fun dolphin fact. Dolphins have very small teeth. They do. And you know what they like to do with other dolphins? They like to play tag. Do you know what the game of tag is? Some of you do know, yeah. Tag is when you're with a person or friends and you run around and you tag them. You touch them gently and then you run away and see if they can tag you. Then you run away. But we're dolphins. We can't run. We'll have to swim away. So let's pretend we're dolphins and we're swimming in the water and we're touching other dolphins, maybe with our little flipper, and we're swimming away. We're playing tag. And come on, go all the way around if you're not with anybody like I'm not. Just kind of pretend and swim around and find another dolphin friend and play tag and touch the dolphin gently and swim around. That's what dolphins like to do. Oh, you like to do it too? I do too, with my friends. Clownfish live under the sea. The sea. Clownfish live under the sea. Ready? Here we go. Clownfish live under the sea. The sea. Clownfish live under the sea. You see? Let's not forget to put on our glasses. Let's do that one again. Ready? Clownfish live under the sea. The sea. Clownfish live under the sea. You see? Why do you think people call this fish a clownfish? Why do you think? I think think it looks like a clown too. It looks like a funny clown with those colors. Can you be a funny clown? How would you be a funny clown? Show me. Move around like you're a funny clown. How would your face look? What would you do with your arms and legs? Oh, I like those ideas. I'm going to join you. I'm a funny clown and I'm moving all around because I'm a funny clown with a big smile. Some clowns have a red nose. I'll pretend that I have a red nose because I'm being a funny clown. Good job, everybody. Eels live under the sea, the sea. Eels live under the sea. You see? Look at this. This is an eel, and they like to live under the sea. Are you ready? Eels live under the sea, the sea. Eels live under the sea. You see? Have you ever seen an eel? Here's a fun eel fact. Eels have very long bodies, like lots of long snakes. So people like to call eels snakes of the sea because they certainly do look like snakes and they like to be under the water in the sea. So people like to call them snakes of the sea. How would you move if you were an eel, like a snake, and you were in the sea underneath in the water? Move around like that. Yes, you could crawl on the floor and move around, kind of like you're a snake, but you're an eel and you're in the water, or you could do it standing up like I am, moving around like I'm an eel. I'm in the water. Kind of snaky-like, right? Okay, thanks. Come on over and let's find out about angelfish live under the sea, the sea. Angelfish live under the sea. You see? Shall we try it? Here we go. We're angelfish, but right now we're just going to tell about them. Angelfish live under the sea, the sea. Angelfish live under the sea. You see? This angelfish is pretty colorful, isn't it? Here's a fun angelfish fact. Angelfish just like to stay with other angelfish, and usually just with one angelfish all the time. Do you like to stay with just one person, one friend? No, you do? Do you like to do that all the time? Or do you sometimes also like to be with lots of friends? I like to be with lots of friends too. Sometimes I like to just be with one. But angelfish always just like to be with one other angelfish or just some other angelfish, but usually just one. So I could pretend, hey, this could be an angelfish. Hi. And I'm an angelfish and I just want to stay with you. No, I don't want to play with anybody else because I'm an angelfish. Can you do that? Just stand by yourself like you're an angelfish. You just want to be by yourself or with one other angelfish. That's fun to do sometimes. But as people and children, we like to be with lots of people too and share our friendships, right? Manatees live under the sea, the sea. Manatees live under the sea. You see? Look at those manatees. Can you say manatee? 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 Okay, you ready? Get your finger ready to point under the sea. Manatees live under the sea. The sea. Manatees live under the sea. You see? Have you ever seen a manatee before? Maybe if you've gone to an aquarium, you might have seen manatees. Here's a fun manatee fact. Manatees like to travel through the water alone or with just one other manatee or with just a few manatees, kind of like the angelfish. It's like a parent manatee, either a mommy or a daddy, with a baby manatee. And they just like to be together in the water or just with a few other manatees, kind of like the angelfish. lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. Shall we try that again? Let's do it. Are you ready? Here we go. Well, let's do this for what? Because we're going to ask a question. And sometimes when we do this, it shows that we're asking a question. We want to know something. Here we go. What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? What lives under the sea? The sea. What lives under the sea? Let's see. Buried treasure lives under the sea. The sea. Buried treasure lives under the sea. You see? And here is a chest. It's a big container. It's a big box. And it's filled with treasure. What do you see in there for treasure? I see jewelry. I see things that are gold and shiny. Beautiful coins buried at the bottom of the sea. Let's do that about buried treasure. Ready? Buried treasure lives under the sea. The sea. Buried treasure lives under the sea. You see? Can we do it one more time? Okay, ready? It's actually our last time, so let's all get together and use your nice, loud, happy voices. Buried treasure lives under the sea. The sea. Buried treasure lives under the sea. You see? I don't know how this buried treasure got here. How do you think it got to the bottom of the sea? It's certainly not an animal, is it? But it's certainly fun to look at and to think about. How did the buried treasure get to the bottom of the sea? I don't know, but you're like a treasure to me because I really enjoy sharing my stories with you for Storytime A Go-Go through the Abbott Public Library in Marblehead, Massachusetts. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you had fun. I know I did, and I look forward to seeing you next time for Storytime A Go-Go. Bye, friends.